Hello, Chris Richter here. Welcome back again. What we're going to look at is another interactive component that I created, and I thought you might be interested in this one. It's way down here, and it's sort of like a carousel, but it includes or involves using Bootstrap, as well as a little bit of JavaScript that sits inside the Generico plugin that I have shown you a little bit about before. If you're not sure about that, check out some videos on the Generico plugin. So let's have a quick look at what this actually does, what it looks like. So it's just a carousel. In this case, I've got an image in the carousel. We've got a heading and some text. So that all is nice. You can go next and you'll see the buttons down the bottom move across as well. So all of this looks pretty much fine as a carousel. One of the differences between this carousel and many of the other ones is one, it is responsive, and it adjusts the height of the carousel based on the content, which is a nice novel thing, because often it just resizes, it stays the same size based on the image behind the carousel in Bootstrap. So this one's had a little bit modified to it, and I'll show you a bit of what the code looks like in a moment. But it is also responsive in that once we go to inspect and change this to a mobile view, get rid of that. You can see down here, our carousel has switched around so that everything's sitting vertical, and we can still flip through and it resizes the content to fit, depending on what you've got inside the carousel frame. So let's have a quick look at the code behind it and see what actually makes it work. If we go into our edit, just turn editing on, go into settings, scroll down to our carousel here. Here it is, and in this case I've just called it slides, but this is remember I said it uses Generico, so that means we have to wrap it in this little bit of this Generico tag called carousel, and when we do that, everything inside it is then impacted by this little carousel template over here in Generico, which has a little bit of JavaScript, not too much, just enough to run the slides through and display the text, the information at the bottom to show you which slide you're up to. So it's fairly straightforward there. Jumping back to our slides, basically we have a set of slides. We have a row and a column, a 4 and an 8, which is where we have that image on the left, text on the right. And then we have a second slide with, again, row, column, same thing, just repeat it over. So all you need to do is just keep adding in your slides that you'd like. So just copy the My Slides part, you don't need to number it. Duplicate that div and then keep going. Then down the bottom here, we just need to make sure that we have enough dots for each slide. So we just copy and paste in the span with the dot to cover each of the slides. And when we look at that back on our view back here, actually we just need to save and display. You'll see those are the dots in the bottom. If we have more than 3 slides, we need to have the same amount of dots at the bottom. So that's all there is to it. It's fairly simple. If you're interested in the code for that, let me know. I'll see what I can do for you, because it's pretty cool. Remember, it uses Bootstrap as well, so you do need to have Bootstrap as part of your theme's CSS when you're using this particular function. But check it out. And again, thank you so much for listening. I hope you found this useful. Anything else you're looking for to do with Moodle, let me know.